What's going on, guys? I'm doing pretty damn good, dude. Today's a great day. Which one's Will? That's you. What's your name?
TJ.
TJ. Will. My name's Carmelo. Nice to meet you guys. I saw one of you's vaping, right?
Yeah.
You can vape in the car.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah, as long as it's not fire, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, people are picky as shit. You know, it could be. I used to. Sometimes people would dub me to smoke in the car, like a cigarette or something like that, or weed, and it just sucks for everybody else. Just a lot of people that are, you know,
Like it.
yeah, and they'll complain about it and stuff. Okay. How long you been at the hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a little pro tip, because there's a lot of Ubers that are really impatient. You've been in the same Ubers I have, the people that shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
You guys were within cancellation range because they make you guys walk to us.
Okay.
So, hypothetically, I don't care, so don't worry about it, but I could have canceled and charged you.
Yeah.
So, just keep that in mind when you call Ubers from there because they make you walk. But yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. So, what are we doing today?
7th and something.
Oh, you going to Ybor.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
So slightly. I mean,
Okay.
we walked it yesterday, and
At what time of day?
it was like 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay,
So late.
okay.
We got down there late last
All right, that's fine. So you've seen it, you know it. You're not getting. There's no shocker, you know, when you get there.
Now, we ended up going to the casino after that, and I didn't know that there were so many workers,
Somebody what?
working women out there,
What, working
prostitutes or whatever.
at the casino?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're escorts.
I didn't know that it was like that out there.
Yeah. Well, there.
There.
It's like that there.
Okay.
It's like the only. They ain't regular escorts. Let me say it like that. You know, I don't want to like give them too many compliments, but they're like higher end. You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I get them all the time. I bring them there all the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If people are gonna pay for it, it's there. You know. It's been maybe 3 years now, but I take, you know, a lot of people to the casino. Two, you know, in my opinion, really good fucking stories. Is had somebody visiting for spring break. This one was about a year and a half ago. He's a kid, 22 or so, wins 16K.
Wow.
Now we have a college town here, and I don't know if you know what hookup culture is like, but I'm not exaggerating when I say these 18, 19, 20-year-olds are fucking begging for it.
Wow.
I'm talking Starbucks gift cards, and that's not an exaggeration. Girls tell me that.
Okay.
But, you know, guys got no game now, and girls don't either, really. You know, everybody gets a whole bunch of numbers. This guy got 16K and paid like 20 girls, like $200 to come to his hotel room. And these college girls, $200 is fucking huge, you know. He paid me to drive around and pick him up. So it was like a $700 day for me for a bunch of hours. So I was just bringing all these girls, shameless girls. Whoa, dude. You know, bringing all these shameless girls to the, you know, to his hotels because wow, pulled all three of these fucking people. Yeah, these girls are shameless and whatnot, but he rented like a bunch of hotel rooms next to each other, and his goal was to spend it all. And I'm like, oh, you do you. But what's funny is when I tell, I'm almost 40. When I tell anybody like over 30, they're like, oh man, what a waste. You know, but I tell anybody like early 20s, they're like, that's legendary. And it's so funny, so I gotta like check myself a bit. And then the other one was I got this guy was he was a fucking killer. He was a foreign dude, like Bosnian or Russian or something like that. I later found out he was a gangster in Missouri. As funny as that sentence sounds. Tattoos everywhere, stereotypical like foreign Russian gangster. He gets in a car with his two boys, goes to a strip club. He's like, come in with me, I'll pay for everything. He's like, nah, I don't do that. I gotta work. He goes, no, I'll give you, you know, I'll pay you to be here. I was like, nah, I don't do strip clubs. He's like, why? I'm like, I don't know, I just don't understand paying for something I could just get, you know, after an hour conversation. And he was like, all right, cool. And he's like, but how much? I'm like, dude, you could, no offense, but you can't do it. It's like $50 an hour. We're making killer money right now. And he's like, here's 200. Wait for an hour. I was like, fucking done. You know, done. I'll wait.
There you go.
Which is kind of crazy because even though the money's real good, that's got to be the most boring thing that, and I do it from time to time, most boring thing ever to just sit in a parking lot and do nothing. So I wait. He comes out. He wants to go get liquor. So we go get liquor. He opens it. I'm like, bro, you can't open liquor in a car.
Yeah.
So then he flicks a $100 bill at me. I'm like, you can do what you want. Fine by me. I got a dash cam. It's whatever. And he's like, we're gonna go to the casino. I'm like, all right, sure. You know, and I'm telling him about all kinds of stuff, just trying to fluff him up. You know,
Yeah.
I don't like the dude.
Yeah.
He's the kind that would scare me if I don't like play with him.
Yeah.
You know. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I mean, as long as I'm on his side, I know I'm good.
Yeah.
I get to the casino. He goes, come in. I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm working. He gives me $100. I'm like, all I got to do is keep saying I can't. I love this. So I go in with him. We walk in, and his two boys aren't like him. Like typical entourages, usually everybody, you know, birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
These other two guys are leeches just like me, you know, but they're definitely boys. So he's walking in front like he owns the place. He's short, dude, 5'9" or so. Not a harder person anywhere that I saw. And his two boys are behind him. I'm behind him, you know, looking like Weird Al Yankovic. Like, why am I here? These working girls that you're talking about,
Yeah.
you know, there's a table full of them with these guys that look like they just got their first big break in Wall Street. They're spending all their money there, you know. He walks up to this table and he goes, all of you, $1,000 each, come with me. And they just get up and walk away, and the guys were like emasculated.
Wow.
And the girls, no question, just started walking with him. And I'm like, what fucking movie am I in right now? So now I'm walking with like the back escort with all these fucking characters in front of me. And then the I can't remember the guy's name. It was very hard to pronounce. But he goes, Carmelo, and he turns and stops the people. Carmelo, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, come here. I was like, okay. And he just wanted me with him in front of all the girls. So we're walking with all these hot ass girls trailing us, and none of us are looking at them. It was like just a flex. We go into, and I've been to the casino a lot, but I don't spend.
Yeah.
I spend $200,
Yeah.
and then I go home.
Yeah.
You know, this guy goes into a slot machine room that it's $500 a push, and the room is wildly different than,
Yeah.
you know, it's what you would imagine how different it would be. He loads $10,000 onto the machine, and he goes, you can spend my money. He's like, anything that we win, we split. And I'm like, okay, this is fun.
That's easy.
You know, when you're in those super high roller rooms, there's a lot of free shit that they'll get you cigarettes, they'll get you clothes, they'll get you. Oh yeah, like I mean, we were there 30 seconds. He loaded the $10,000 onto the machine, and the girls were like, "What do you want?" He was like, "Bottle of Grey Goose, 3 packs of cigarettes, blah blah." They walk up, there it is, free, no charge. He tries to give them cash, and the girls, because he looks like a gangster and they think they're better than him, I guess. She was like, this stuff's, it's free, we don't charge for this. So then he flicks the money at her, like, just like, fuck you kind of thing. So he spends $10,000 pushing the button. I'm still trying to understand where the hell I am. Looking around, I'm taking everything in. 2 minutes, he spent $10,000. He blows through 10 grand, loads another 10 grand in. He goes to a different machine, blows that. We were in there for like 5 minutes. And then the girls came up to us with the cigarettes and the alcohol. So he started walking out. Like, that's how fast he blew 20 grand. We couldn't even get the free cigarettes and alcohol. He just walked around like he owned the place. We were there for like an hour. You know, we did not win. You know, so I did not get any of that. And then he was like, show me some shit that I'm going to remember. Then took him to Ybor, you know, and he's paying me. It was wild. I definitely felt like, a trophy wife. I definitely did. I felt like arm candy. And I'm like, this dude, whether he likes me or not, he's everything he's doing is for a flex. Everything. You know, he's buying me. And I got one leg up in the air. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, this shit is awesome. So yeah, dream's coming to an end, and he, you know, we do the casino. I show him Ybor and all that stuff. I drop him off at his house or whatever, and he gives me more money to just sit and talk with him. So I was like, yeah, okay, fuck.
That's crazy.
He says that he's moving from Missouri. He's got a whole bunch of cars, and he wants me to move him here. So I was like, great. He's like, what do you need? Get a car carrier. I'll get a car carrier for you.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I want you to drive him.
Wow.
I'm like, wait a minute. He's like, I'll rent cars. You drive them to Missouri, and then you drive them from Missouri back here. I'm like, how many cars? He's like, 8.
Damn.
And I was like, okay. And I'm thinking, holy fuck, my life just got good. I'm like, you know how long that's gonna take though, right? He's like, I'll give you 500. He said 500. I'm like, there's no way I could do a car for 500. He was like, no, a day. I'm like, there's no way I'm passing that up. Yeah, I'll do that. And I'm like trying to convince him, like, dude, what are you doing? Like, get a car carrier.
Yeah.
Like, this is gonna be 10,000, 20,000, maybe not 20,000, but it's gonna be 10,000.
Easy.
And I'm like, get a car carrier, and he's not doing it. He also bought a houseboat. I'm like, why are you buying a houseboat, dude? Buy a house, you know? So I go home. He's like, yeah, we'll talk in a couple days. I'm like, sure. I go home, and I look this dude up, and he is a certified killer, and he is being searched for by so many government organizations. I'm like, these cars are fucking stolen. That's why.
They gotta be.
That's why I got to manually move this shit. And I'm like, does this guy know anything about me where he can come fucking find me? Because I'm never talking to him again. You know, and I just told him that my girlfriend would never let me spend all that time away. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, didn't have a girlfriend. So, it was a fucking riot.
He said, I gotta find a way out of this.
Yeah, no shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it
Thanks a
is.
lot, Carmelo,
Yeah,
man.
not a problem. Make sure you guys.
Conversation, man.
Yeah, you as well, guys.
You.
If you want to see the vibe, you got to be the vibe. Make sure you got your stuff, any wallets, keys, things like that.
Have a good night, brother.
All right, guys, have a good one.